In this video, I'm going to share with you how YouTube and product reviews have changed my life. Now, in order to do that, we have to go back in time 8 years. 8 years ago, this time of the year, I was unemployed and kind of at a low point in my life. Now, it's not because I was a slacker and it wasn't because I had all these horrible things happening in my life. We had just moved across the country for opportunities for our family and for the health of one of our children. And the job that I thought I had in the bag, I didn't have in the bag. And so I didn't get hired by the university that I thought would hire me. And so for a year, I was a stay-at-home dad, and my wife went back to work full time. Money was really, really tight, and I was super stressed out because I felt like I should be the provider. I felt like I was not reaching my potential. And as Christmas was coming up, because money was so tight, we didn't have much for our 4 children. And so it was kind of a depressing season for me to go through the holidays and realize I didn't have much that I was bringing to the table. Well, my little brother, who I've talked about in my other videos, but he's kind of my mentor, he told me that I could do product reviews, and he encouraged me to create a YouTube channel. So I did. I created a YouTube channel called Reviews of Cool Stuff, and I uploaded my first video. All I did was I got some products, and I filmed me using them and talked about it. It wasn't hard. There wasn't a lot of editing. In fact, I can show you. Let's go over to the YouTube channel. Here's the YouTube channel. I already pulled up my oldest videos, and you see these are from 8 years ago, and they're really simple product review videos. Let me click on this one right here.
And it comes with a bunch of stuff, so first let's take it out of the packaging. Okay, so this is what you're going to get out of the
So these old videos, I just put a camera on, I showed it, the editing wasn't there, I figured out how to get text on top just using the built-in software on my computer, and they weren't great videos, but I started uploading a few every month, and I started working with a company where they would send me products at a reduced price, so I was still paying for them, but I was getting them on sale, and I would review those products. And that's where my journey started on YouTube. Now, this wasn't my first YouTube channel. In fact, I had started several channels before this, but never with the sole purpose of trying to earn money. So that first Christmas 8 years ago, I did have a few companies send me free products that I gave to my kids. It was great. It helped tide us over for a while. But then I started working with more and more companies, and I started going around my house and reviewing things that we already had. Then with the Amazon Influencer Program, I really scaled that up in a big way. Well, the reason I wanted to share my journey with you at this point is because this last weekend, I got a notification that it said, "Congratulations, your YouTube channel is now 8 years old." And I thought, wow, my life has really changed in the last 8 years. And I started going back through my old records to see where I was 8 years ago. Didn't have a job. Our household income was under $50,000 a year, like quite a bit under $50,000 a year for a family of 6. Didn't have a lot of opportunities, but I did have skills. I'd done some web design. I'd done some freelance writing. I'd done a bunch of different things. And I thought, YouTube is a good opportunity for me to at least develop skills, but maybe to make a little bit of money. Now let's hop into the analytics of my YouTube channel. Here I show you the lifetime. So since I started, I have 1.8 million views, and I also got a notification this last week that said, "Congratulations, you have 3,000 subscribers." And you can see that has really ramped up in the last few years. Now, if you look at all these graphs, you can see, oh, well, he started making money about a year ago, started getting a lot of subscribers about a year ago. So while my journey has been 8 years in the making, I've only been making money for about a year. Now, in that year, I've made pretty good money. $6,000 isn't bad for a first year on YouTube. But there's a lot that went into it. Now, I'm just going to recap quickly the first 7 years. I would get products sent to me, I'd post them on Instagram, Twitter, and then on YouTube, some of them. And over time, you see, I'm not making any money here, but if we look at the views, I'm getting some views. How come it's not showing my views? There we go. 100 a day for over 5 years. Now, is there a place where I can show where I uploaded, I don't know. I'm just going to talk to you. I was uploading regularly videos, but it was 1 or 2 a month. What changed in this last year is I went from 1 or 2 a month to 50 to 100 a month. And what I found is YouTube videos don't have to be heavily edited. They don't have to be heavily scripted. You don't even have to spend a lot of time with your thumbnails or your titles. In this area, at least, product reviews, people are simply searching for products. So as long as I have the name and the title, people are searching for those. And if there's no other reviews, they're going to find mine and I'm going to get some views. Now, that doesn't mean that all my videos are going to go viral. In fact, if we head back to this page, you'll see when I click on the most popular videos, my most popular video on this channel barely has 50,000 views. My second, 46, 37, 26. Once you get past my top 10, we're not even looking at, well, I guess we're still over 10,000 videos or 10,000 views, but maybe my top 20 have 10,000 views. Then I have 2,300 videos that are 10,000 views or less. That my average video, like my median video, gets about 50 views. So I'm not going viral. I'm not even getting a lot of views. I just have a lot of content. And when that content starts to stack, you see what has happened in the last year, that my views started climbing up more and more just because I had more and more content. Now, the reason that I'm telling you all of this is because if I went back in time 8 years, knowing what I know now, and I know a lot of you are in this position where you're not making money on YouTube or anywhere else, and just a few dollars a month could be life-changing for you. Right now, this YouTube channel for me is making about $500 a month. And if you think about how $500 a month extra could change your life, and this is semi-passive income. If I didn't post another video to YouTube for the next year, I would still make about $500 a month. It would go down a little bit, but I can pretty confidently say I would make $500 a month because I just looked at my statistics, and 95% of the earnings I got this last month were from videos I created over a year ago. And so YouTube is amazing in this way. So put yourself in my position. $500 a month unemployed would be life-changing, right? Would that be worth a few minutes a day or a few minutes a week? Well, let's do some quick math together. If you did what I do now, so I take my phone, I go around my house, I take a product and I simply shoot a video of it and talk about what I like about that product. And you could do that for anything, anything you've ever purchased, right? It's better if it's on Amazon though, because then you can link to it on Amazon and through the Amazon affiliate program, make some commissions that way as well. So let's ignore the fact that I've made over $100,000 from Amazon and just look at YouTube. If I did that for an hour a day, 5 days a week, 50 weeks a year, so let's add that math up. 1 hour times 5 is 5 hours a week times 50. That's 250? No, 50 times 5. Yep, that's what it is. 250 hours a year. So 250 hours a year is not a lot of time. It's just an extra hour a day, but it's the equivalent of like a month of work, right? When you add it all up, that's 40-hour work weeks. You get 4 or 5 weeks like that. That's what you're looking at. If you knew that an hour a day would bring you an extra $500 a month, well, the math tells us then an hour a day is worth about $100 to $125 an hour. So how do we get there? Well, if in 1 hour a day, I can take my phone around and film 1 to 2 minute videos, how many videos do you think you could film in a day? Well, if they only take 1 to 2 minutes and you're not editing them, let's say that hypothetically at least you could do 30 to 40 videos a day. Now it does take time to upload them to YouTube, to write a description, to tag a few things. And so let's cut that in half and say 15 a day. In fact, let's cut that way down and just say 10 a day. If we did 10 videos a day for 5 days a week for a year, that would add up to the 250 hours that we came up with times 10, which is 2,500 videos. Well, 2,500 videos is roughly what I have right now, and right now I'm making $500 a month. So it's mind-boggling to me to think that anyone in the world that has a smartphone can do exactly what I've done, and within a year be making about $500 a month. Now, if you do it smart, you'll also take time to learn a little bit about editing, to learn a little bit about titles and SEO, to learn a little bit about thumbnails, and your videos will have higher engagement. Now, and then if you join the Amazon affiliate program, which is free and available to everyone, then you could make some commissions that way. So really, instead of $500 a month, you could make $1,000 a month on up. Right now, I'm making about $5,000 a month doing product reviews, and I've consistently made $5,000 a month for the last 2 years. That adds up really fast. In fact, I make more money doing product reviews than I do as a full-time teacher. And that's the last thing, and part of the reason I wanted to bring this up. We're in the middle of finals right now at my university, and I just graded my last assignment of the semester. And often my students online, my people on this channel and on some of my other channels ask, well, why don't you just go all in and do this full time? The truth is, I love being a teacher, and I have worked really hard to be a good teacher. In fact, being a YouTuber has given me the necessary means to be a school teacher. It pays so that I can do what I love and I don't have to worry about bills. I was thinking about that today, and what has happened because of the increased income that I've had over the last few years is in this last 8 years, when I went from unemployed to where I am now, during that time, our family has increased our net worth by $690,000, almost $100,000 a year. Now, that's not all been because of YouTube. It's been because of real estate, wise investments, other things that we've done. But it's amazing to think in that short a period of time, in 8 years, we can increase the value of our net worth by almost $700,000. Now, in addition to that, what I do with YouTube now and what I do with my product reviews is I don't have to worry about bills week to week and month to month. That 8 years ago, that was a major consideration. If something broke, we couldn't fix it. Now today, if something breaks, we just take care of it and we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to worry about month to month expenses. In fact, we're to the point now we don't even have to worry about year to year expenses. We have enough in savings and investments that we could go for a very, very long time without having to worry about money. Now, on top of that, I've always dreamt of living a lifestyle where I could do things for my kids, that they could participate in extracurriculars, that we could afford the lessons for music and for sports. We're there, right? But we can also afford to travel the world. And this last year, we went to several countries and around the United States, and we'll continue to do that and have great experiences traveling as a family. And it's not a financial burden. We can also give generously to causes that we believe in. And we just don't have to worry about money for the first time in my life. And it's amazing to be in this place because as a school teacher, money was always tight. But that brings me to my final thing is I love being a school teacher, and being a product reviewer on the side means that I don't have to worry about money, so I can give my whole heart and soul to teaching. Let me just pull this up for you real quick. If it'll let me. Well, let me. Nope, it's just going on this. I can try to split my screen here. Let's do this. Still figuring out technology. All right, this is some feedback I got. So we just finished my last assignment, and I didn't ask my students to write a summary about the class or anything. I asked them what it says here. What other questions or thoughts do you have related to this week's materials? This was our last class period. And without prompting it, so many of my students reached out and said so many things to me that were kind. Now, this isn't just to toot my own horn, but doing video has made me a better teacher. Doing product reviews and doing YouTube has made me a better teacher. So as we look through this and we see information like this class is so fun, it's interactive. Now, this first one is a face-to-face class, and I really value community and mental health. And so you see some of the thoughts on that. But let's scroll down through this a little bit and get to some of my online classes. So in my online classes, it says this stuff matters, even though you're online. I'm online, you care about me. I appreciate your effort. It's led me to be a better person. It's balanced. We can relate. I appreciate how you structured things. These are all things related to creating video. And it's made a big difference. Let me scroll down to some more online classes. Here's another face-to-face class, and they focus on how fun it is in relationships. But when we get back down to more online, it's seeing that you've made an effort to connect with us. Now, why is that? Well, I I kept track. I looked at my classes this semester. I gave a total of 286 assignments and got over 6,000 submissions from my students. That's a lot of grading. In fact, it's about 90 things a day. But of those 90 things I have each day, let me go back to just my face. Of those 90 assignments that I graded on a daily basis this last semester, when I had questions from my students, I responded with a video response, and I probably did that at about 10 a day, or well over 1,000 for the semester. Well, when your online teacher makes a personalized video for you and talks to you, you feel like they care about you. And in this case, it's because I really do care about them. And I think that showed through with my students. But I've just been really reflective today and grateful for all the things I've learned on YouTube, because it's made being a professor so much richer and rewarding for me, because I'm able to reach out and connect with my students in ways that I didn't think was possible 8 years ago. And so certainly have come a long way. I'm really grateful for all the things that YouTube has done, not just the financial for me, but if we take away that $6,000 I made in the last year from YouTube and say I made $0, well, I'm developing skills. I'm still connecting with people. Again, you're just seeing this one channel, my product review channel. You're not seeing the other many channels I have for my students on different projects we're doing together, how I'm posting my lectures online for my students. And so it has really enriched my life in that way as well. Well, let's wrap up this video. If you found some value here, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. What did you take away from this quick video? What videos would you like in the future? And I would love for you to subscribe to the channel. I don't ask that very often, but this is a channel that I'd eventually like to monetize as well. And this is something where I feel like you are the students that I'll have for a long time. I want to share with you all the things I'm learning through my side hustles. And so please do subscribe, because that helps my channel to grow and it incentivizes me to make more videos for you. All right, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.